It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. So the Bronx Bombers have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Charlie Morton is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, Charlie Morton has really made a name for himself. Big arm and a big fastball. Good sinking fastball, too. 95 to 98 miles an hour. Big overhand curveball. He's very valuable, too. He's had a lot of success pitching out of the bullpen and also one of the top starting pitchers in the league right now.
Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. The 2-1 home.
Ball inside.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, that it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Well, I was interested to see what he was going to do in a 3-1 count. Was he willing to take it full, work the pitcher a little bit more, or because he had count leverage, was he going to come unglued? They have an aggressive plan today. This pitcher is going to have to be on top of his game.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. Lifted the other way to left center. Kiermaier on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. A 1-1. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. LeMahieu, the runner at third. Torres at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Here's Miguel Andujar now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. A ball and a strike. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Garrett Cole will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Joey Wendell digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Rays, the second baseman, Joey.
And the pitch.
Wendell.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down on the count.
Into the box now, Willie Adames. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. 1 strike now from Cole.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
So now to the plate, Austin Meadows. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's gone 3 for 11. He also has 1 home run. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1. Hit softly down the line at first. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Cole's ready. Here it comes. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're off to the second, scoreless on MLB Network. Digging in, Mike Tauchman. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Mike Tauchman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he pops it up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he lays off for ball 1. Tauchman gets his lead at first, nobody out. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time, 1-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Frazier.
Standing in now, Clint Frazier, as he'll take a look at ball 1. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's 1 for 3. No score here as we play inning number 2. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
2-1. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. Hit on the ground to third. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Hunter Renfroe. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Frazier is there, and he has it for the out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus on outfielder Brett Gardner. You need a center fielder, he can play there. You need a corner spot, he's got that covered too. He has baseball acumen, awareness, a savvy for the game. Even if the offense lags a little bit, defense is always on point.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
From the stretch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Cole. It's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
That's popped up, but this will land untouched. Bottom of the second here with no score. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball one. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just hung in there on that one. Ready with another 2-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And this one's too far inside, ball two.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. One left for Tampa. We'll move to the third with no score. Settling in now, Kyle Higashioka. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. In his career, LeMahieu is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. over at the knees, and that's the second strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brett.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brett Gardner. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Mike Zunino. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here comes the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Line drive, base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Zunino on second. Kiermaier at first with no outs. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one, and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
At the plate, Willie Adames. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. In the air to straightaway center field. Gardner is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. In there for strike 1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 11, Hunter Renfroe.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hunter Renfroe, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Full sets. Here's the first pitch.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, batting 300 for the series, 3 for 10.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
This is popped up. Choi is calling for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
In now, Luke Voigt comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Voigt playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the 22nd round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 2-1. Gets a swinging strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Meadows is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
The 1-1 home.
Ball, that's kicked out.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
All even now, 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And another foul ball. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Now batting, Mike Tauchman. He reached on a single in his first try. Has a look. Now the pitch.
Hey!
Andujar, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it's 1-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
He doubled up on the heater right there. The first one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
In now, Gio Urshela. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Kiermaier. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Yanks strand a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off.
Stepping up now, Ji-Man Choi. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 strike now from Cole. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2. Is at the knees and called strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Stepping in now, number 25. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
To the plate now, Yandy Diaz. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Grounded to the right, fielded cleanly. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They're up 2-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Thank you, Heidi. First offering on its way. Clint Frazier is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And the pitch. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down 1-1.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Now batting, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
So now to the plate, Kyle Higashioka. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The batter, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Standing in, DJ LeMahieu. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2 to DJ LeMahieu.
1 and 2.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Nope, that's the ball.
Frazier leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the stretch. Popped him up. Diaz is there, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail things here 2-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Now to the plate, Mike Zunino. He singled his last time up.
Mike Zunino.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Into the box now, Kevin Kiermaier. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. This is pulled into right. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box now, Joey Wendell, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit out towards second. Torres at the bag. To Voit in time for the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping up as the shortstop, Willie Adames. From the belt, the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Rays strand just the one, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Stepping up to the plate, Torres. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th.
Labor Torres.
Here comes the first pitch.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Hit hard up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, Luke Voit, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Now the 2-1. Line drive to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy. Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
In the dirt here. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Splitter taken here, 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
In now, Mike Tauchman. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Standing in now, Gio Urshela, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in once again, Austin Meadows. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Tough to lay off a breaking ball that good, but he saw it all the way.
A bouncer up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
To the plate now, Hunter Renfroe, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. LeMahieu for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
So 2 outs now in the Tampa Bay 6th, and that brings up the corner infielder G-Man Choi. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball right into the shift. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Nothing doing for Tampa, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready once again, Clint Frazier. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Nope. Outside.
Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Two balls and a strike.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
So now to the plate, Kyle Higashioka. A ball and no strikes. No hits to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. There's one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. The Yanks held in check. They trail it here 2-0. Next will be the designated hitter, number 25. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Tauchman has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in, Yandy Diaz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On its way is pitch number 75. Pushed to the right side. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Mike.
Here now is Mike Zunino. Last time through was a base hit. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. Little resistance there as the Rays are down on 4 pitches. They're up 2-0. Digging in now for the Yankees, Brett Gardner. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Outside, 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-1 now to Brett Gardner.
Count for 3-1.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Chaz Rowe will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. So striding in, Torres. In his career versus this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch on its way. Rowe, 33 years old, he was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
0-1, here it comes.
Ball, that pitch is out.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Rowe was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt.
Nope.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The set and the 1-0 pitch. That's by him for strike 1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center as we are all knotted up at 2.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
At the plate, Miguel Andujar. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Looking up is the left fielder. Out of here. Back-to-back home runs, and they've taken the lead. A solo shot here to left. As they've taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
Diego Castillo will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 63, Diego Castillo.
Into the box, Mike Tauchman. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. And there are two away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Gio Urshela.
Ready for another shot now. Gio Urshela. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he misses 2-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
3 runs already home here. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing of. I know it looked like it was way out the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Kiermaier. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 3, the Rays 2. Tommy Kahnle will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Tommy Kahnle.
Jose Martinez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And he gets ahead 0-1. Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Joey Wendell. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
So stepping in, Willie Adames, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Ball even at 2-2. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, right fielder, Austin.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. From the stretch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Fouled off. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he takes a look at strike 3 called, and that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
At the plate now, Hunter Renfroe. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 0 for 5. Into center field. Line drive base hit. Martinez is digging for home. He'll score and the Rays tie it. We are knotted at 3.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Number 13.
Ready now, Ji-Man Choi in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses. Ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Digging in now, number 25. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Low for ball 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 9th inning coming up. The Rays 4 and the Yankees 3. Jose Martinez is the new center fielder after coming on as a pinch hitter during the last half inning. Manuel Margot remains in the game, batting 9th and manning left field.
Now in left field, number 13.
Nick Anderson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 70, Nick Anderson.
Standing in, Clint Frazier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Anderson, a Minnesota-born ball player. He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
1-1, the count to Clint Frazier. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting his seed in that umpire.
Oh, no, that hit him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Stepping into the box, Kyle Higashioka. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Gary Sanchez into the...
Nope.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Ball three.
Count 3-0.
Pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're one hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, and he fouls this one off. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And that misses 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sanchez stands at first with 1 out. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Line toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Tyler Wade will come on now and pinch run here.
For the Yankees, number 14, Tyler Wade.
Stepping in now, Brett Gardner, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
The 1-0. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the stretch. Hard sinker misses 2-2.
Next up, 2-2.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
So now to the plate, Torres. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Ball inside.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Last chance for the Yankees. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Tampa Bay Rays came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Diego Castillo claims the win out of the pen, his first. Nick Anderson records the save, his third of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Rays, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.